started YouTube because I went vegan and like I got super passionate and no one would listen to me, so I talked to a camera. Literally. And then I ended up freaking falling in love with it. Now I want to like pursue a career in film, and I love it. I love you guys. And yeah, that's my story.
I'm Mike the vegan, and is your mic on? Can you hear her?
Is my mic on? Yeah.
Can you hear her? I just feel so much louder than her. I started a channel because there wasn't enough science on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, people just making claims and then never citing their sources and then not having as powerful of an argument for their way of life and stuff like that. So that's basically it.
And I'm so glad you did. So I'm Angie.
And Brian.
And we're
When did you get on YouTube?
Well, we were on YouTube before because of our band Love Spirals, and he actually started Happy Healthy Vegan.
2013. Yes, 2013. Yeah, you can tell the story. You can tell everybody. Mummy time.
Yay, Mommy! What's up? Okay, let's get over. Let's make way.
When did he first get on YouTube, Mummy time?
I would say like less than a year ago. Less than a year ago, I guess. Well, don't let me interrupt.
No worries.
We're just introducing ourselves.
No,
Is Hannah Howlett here?
Hello.
I think she did like to come here. She did a little cooking.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
She was
cool.
doing a cooking demo.
Right, first question. What is the most clickbait thing you have done on YouTube?
Mukbang? Very tough.
Joined twin morning routine and people thought we were actually twin twins.
No.
A lot of views.
That's pretty good.
It has like 7 million views. It's super embarrassing.
Yeah.
What about you, Cammy?
Alright, I'm kind of embarrassed to actually admit this because I changed the title because I realized how clickbaity and dumb it was. But like way back in the day I did a Q&A and someone asked me what's your thoughts on stripping. So like I like joked around at first with like pretended I was a stripper. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like it was just a joke. So I made the title, I'm a stripper. And yeah.
Did it get a lot of views? How many views?
It was like way back in the day, so it wasn't that popular, but yeah. I'm ashamed of it, alright?
What about you, Mike the vegan?
Oh yeah.
I got it. I did a video called Vegan Eats Meat and Cries Tears of Joy because everyone's just surfing YouTube looking to feel good about eating meat, wanting to see vegans fail and love it. So I did like a fake BuzzFeed thumbnail, like it said Fuzzbead, and sadly it got a lot more views than my other video, and then I just felt horrible about it. But the whole rest of the video was about the psychology of wanting to see vegans fail, so at least I trolled them hard.
Ours is probably bananas, the most dangerous fruit in the world, and I wasn't trying to make a clickbaity title, but it turned out to be our most viewed video. People are looking for banana videos apparently, and yeah, just exposing, like Mike, all the myths and lies out there about eating fruit.
So is Hannah here yet? Hannah? No. Does anybody have any questions?
Yoinks.
Yes, I have a question.
Hey, Jane.
How can you inspire other people who are in your age group to also become social media influencers so that every single person in this room takes to social media to stop killing animals?
How do you inspire people to get on social media to promote veganism?
Well, I would say that people think that just posting a picture of what you're eating is, it's like a waste of time, but it's not. I have found that posting pictures of what I eat on a daily basis is one of the strongest tools for inspiring people to go vegan. They see how delicious the food looks, in many cases how easy it is to make the food or how easy it is to purchase it out in restaurants. And so you're not really putting yourself out there in too much of a vulnerable position to just post pictures of your food and tell them what it is and where you got it and how much you enjoy it. And I met so many people today that said that they went vegan, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, even at the beginning of this year because of us and the pictures we post and the videos that we post about the food that we eat. So, just do it!
Yeah, definitely going off what she said about just do it. It's so scary at first for everyone. Like even us, all of us, I bet, we're all scared when we initially started our YouTube. I know I was. And then you just get comfortable with it. And maybe you don't sometimes, but that's okay. If you're not doing something that scares you, then what are you doing? And also, you want to normalize it. Even if you're just posting a photo with just like a hashtag vegan or something, it's just outreach, just showing people it. Just do it.
I think the best way you can inspire someone is to be kind, be yourself, and I think people really resonate with that. Like, oh, she seems so happy, outgoing. I want to do what she's doing. Literally what she said.
What about you, Mummy Tang?
I think for me, you just do something simple. You know, you don't have to look at you and say, you know what, I could do that. You know, that's how you make the trend because they see what you're doing and they're like, I could do it, and then that's how everybody started doing it. So if you guys want to do something on YouTube, just do it. You know.
Do it.
All right, next question. How do you deal with haters? Brian.
Well, for us, I try to inspire a positive community in the YouTube comments, which is, pretty much next to impossible, but I think ours is as positive as it gets on vegan YouTube. And the way to do that is just really ban haters. People that are being disrespectful to us, to our viewers. Don't tolerate it. We want a nice, positive community. We want you guys, the positive, cool people, to feel like you can comment safely. So that's what we do. Just get rid of the bad people.
I think it's one of those things where you just have to ignore it. Just look at all the nice ones and focus on that. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody who judges you or makes fun of you, but you just kind of have to ignore it and get over it. I think that you're not doing anything right unless you have haters. I love seeing hate comments.
Has anybody else got any? Oh, go on,
Going off what she said, literally, like, what made me feel better is knowing that haters gonna hate. Like, there's always gonna be haters, literally, and everyone has them. It's chill, like, it's part of life.
Yeah, I have the opposite approach of never deleting any comments, which is, so I have some nasty ones in there, but it is what it is. But getting a hate comment from somebody, like somebody that eats meat, means that they're watching your video. You're not speaking into a vegan vacuum, which is a huge thing, and there's too much, creating bubbles and shouting into a vacuum, I've realized, and echo chamber stuff. So that's just a representation that you're not in an echo chamber, so bring it on. Don't bring it on, actually. Be really nice.
What do you guys think of call-out videos?
Collab.
Yeah, like, is calling out other vegans, is that beneficial? Yeah, like, is that beneficial for veganism?
I think that it makes vegans look extremely judgmental when you go and hate on someone for eating like a chicken sandwich or whatever. I don't think you're going to make that person go vegan if you're like, you're a bad person. That just makes vegans look really, really bad. I don't think it's activism. I think it's like bank accountism.
Bullying.
Yeah. I think it makes vegans look really bad.
Woo! Oh, wait, are you talking to me? Wait, I don't know. Yeah, I have made a video.
What was your
about
main
it.
message?
The message was the vegan community needs to be more kind to one another and accept everyone, regardless if they make mistakes or even if they're vegetarian or vegan one day or 2 days, whatever. Because I feel like people are afraid of veganism because of these kind of videos, and we hate even on our own kind. Which, who wants to join a community like that? We need to be chill with our open arms to anyone that's going to make a change, because change is what's going to get us places. Sorry, getting really into this.
Yes. I was going to say, I have kind of a nuanced view in the sense that I think there are really dangerous things that other vegans recommend, like not taking B12 and things like that. So I think if you're calling somebody out, I think it just has to be done in a tasteful way of like, hey, maybe I don't, obviously I support 99% of what you say, but this one thing wasn't the best thing, it could be dangerous, things like that. So that's my view. We shouldn't just sugarcoat it and say everyone can do whatever they want, like sexist vegans and racist vegans, things like that. They need to be called out.
I think if you're saying something nice, though, that's not necessarily a call-out video. That's okay, but I don't think, saying something negative about someone should be praised. Like, oh, this is great for veganism. It's like, no, this makes us look really bad.
Yeah, call out videos. I don't know. I'll I guess call out people like Jamie Oliver or Dr. Oz, but I'm not really calling them out. I'm just disagreeing with their arguments, what they're saying. But as far as calling out other vegans, no. Other vegan YouTubers, no. I may disagree with them, and I just leave it at that. I don't think it's positive. I don't think it helps our community to see all this infighting. So yeah, I'm not into call-out videos.
Done a couple.
But I didn't call them out for their veganism. I was calling them out only twice for behavior.
Yeah, can we shift the question to not calling out other vegans? I'm curious to see what people have to say about calling out non-vegans on YouTube, because that's another huge thing.
Has anybody got any questions?
I still think it's bad to call out people who aren't vegan. I don't think it's going to make them go vegan. It's not going to make their fans go vegan. It's just going to make them be like, I never want to be like that. I never want to be judgmental like that.
Can I say?
Has anybody got any questions?
Well, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I went vegan from a call out video.
Oh,
so that was lucky.
Was it
Well,
mean?
No, it was a Freely the Banana Girl why Selena Gomez gained weight.
Oh, so she called out someone else.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
and it was,
okay,
but it
gotcha.
was like constructive criticism on what she could have done better with her diet. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I think we're saying like if it's mean, like then it's just worthless. But like
It's weird coming
Banana
from
Girl, she's actually like, hey, I want to teach you, you know. So yes.
Yeah.
But what about the benefits of it, like drawing attention? What? What about the benefits of it, like
The
drawing
benefits of it drawing attention is what she just asked.
I think it's mean attention. I think that if you don't have to find out about veganism by Selena Gomez gaining weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's bullying. I'm sorry, it's bullying.
maybe call out videos aren't bad, but it's the way you do it, I guess.
I had another point. I believe that Carly Bible went vegan because of that vegan couple's video calling her out, or at least being like, I think it's where you come from. If you're calling out in an angry way,
Yeah.
trying to be aggressive, trying to just get as many views as possible so you can rack up that AdSense revenue or whatever, that's bad. But if you really are coming from a genuine place and you're not being angry, you're not being hateful, and you're just like, hey, maybe you could do that. I don't know. That's obviously not how no YouTuber talks like that, but
Yeah.
they do. Except these two right here.
It could turn some people vegan and a few people vegan, but I think potentially it turns a lot more people away from it.
I think also it depends like how you're presenting your message. Like Freely the Banana Girl turned Jenna Marbles vegan, and Jenna Marbles has like a huge audience, so it's a domino effect. But you have to do it nicely, you have to do it sincerely, and genuinely want just the good for that person, the
Yeah.
environment, the animals, not just AdSense.
Yeah.
Yeah, question?
I would like to make a comment that some of the videos that are informational, and Ryan, you posted some really good ones where you use the scientific evidence to maybe contradict something. I really appreciate it from that point of view. So
Keep it informational. Yeah.
And use science, is what she said.
It wasn't a question, it was just saying if you keep it informational, that's more productive. Has anybody got any questions? Yeah?
Along the lines of calling out, do you have any comments about vegans calling out vegetarians?
Ooh.
I do have one thing to say about this. There's this interesting phenomenon.
Question was,
Okay.
do you have any thoughts about vegans calling out vegetarians?
Yeah, I was just telling them last night. There's kind of this parallel psychology that happens where, like, you can have way more in common with a vegetarian as a vegan, but because they're so close to you and these ideological barriers are right there, it becomes more obvious and sometimes more hateful. Like, I've seen people get more angry at vegetarians than omnivores because it just feels like they're so close. And so there's that parallel psychology thing I've noticed, but I don't know.
How's your approach changed over time?
Oh, like in YouTube or?
Yeah, like Nina and Randy, you started with music. What made you do the vegan stuff?
I think actually the main thing that made us talk about veganism a lot was our acne, and we used to have like really bad acne. We were always vegan, but by changing our diet, we were able to cure our acne, and so like people were interested, like, oh, what are you eating? I want to know exactly what you're doing, and so it kind of snowball affected and turned into more stuff about veganism. It was one of those things, like, because we were raised vegan, it was pretty normal to us, so we always kind of thought that talking about veganism was our parents' thing, but then, you know, we were like, well, this is who we are, we might as well talk about it.
What about you, Mummy Tang? How's your approach? Yeah.
How's your channel changed?
Yeah, how's your channel changed? How's your channel changed over time?
I think you guys just started creating things for me, like Tank and Mario.
Yeah, right.
That's your protein. You guys love that beat, and just you're the one that's really doing it. It's not really me, you know. I read the comments and that's it, but I mean, you know, I could call people out, sure, but I just don't do them, you know.
Cool.
Simple. That's right.
Anybody else got any questions? Yeah.
Did any of you start out as a vegetarian and become vegan? And why?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? Oh,
So you started as a veggie,
Yeah,
and then when did you go vegan?
Okay, in 1985, I got a punk rock single that had information in there about factory farming and stuff like that. And back then, everyone was talking about, like, PETA had stickers, "Go Vegetarian." There was Vegetarian Times. It seemed like all of the push was to go vegetarian in the 80s. So I started that way, and I just stayed that way for a long time. And I started hearing more about veganism here and there, but then the internet got invented, and then you could find out everything. So it's really just the times changing, and I changed with them. That's really how I went from vegetarian to vegan. Just learning more. That's why you guys are all here. You all got exposed to information probably on the internet for the most part, depending on your age. So
Any
that's
more
it.
questions? Yeah.
I am a doctor that is starting a YouTube channel, and what topics would you really like to see from a member of the medical community discussed in the YouTube aspect?
We have a doctor who is starting a YouTube channel. What kind of videos should she do?
Wait, real quick. I think talking about prescription drugs intercorrelated with veganism is interesting because that's something I'm interested in and don't even have the answers for it. So that'd be really cool from a doctor's perspective.
Yep. I would say talking about the lack of nutrition training, at least do a video about that because I think it's an average. There was a study that said an average of 23 hours of nutrition training for doctors. The study that looked at a bunch of different colleges, and that's just brutal. And then keep it really scientific. Make sure, being a doctor is an awesome credential, but also make sure that when you say something, it's there in the description. And otherwise, people will just say, "You're a biased doctor," Like Dr. Greger is an archivist master, knows everything. And people are sort of like, "You're biased. He worked with the Humane Society. Doesn't matter that he has all of the knowledge of humanity at his fingertips."
Anything else?
Yeah, all the deficiencies that vegans are supposed to have. These, you could talk about how often you're finding your patients have no protein in their blood, or what have you. That'd be interesting.
My protein's really high, by the way.
Anybody else got any questions? Yeah.
Why is it promoting of still the low carb, high protein still out there?
Ooh.
All my coworkers, they're on a low carb diet. They eat all these eggs, meat.
Why is the paleo diet still popular?
Well, my theory is that it's just for your average person. It's not that big of a leap. It's I'll just eat more meat, more dairy, more eggs. I'll have to give up bread. Okay, I can do that. And then the results are there. If you're not eating right, your body's sick, and you lose weight rapidly, which isn't a healthy thing. But I think that's why people do it. Quick results, and it's a minor modification to a diet rather than, say, going fully vegan.
And also because of the media. It was embedded in our heads for so long on magazines, on TV shows. But luckily, I think veganism is slowly trickling in, and I'm hoping that it's going to do a flip. But when it's normalized in society, people think that's the correct way. That's why we need to educate them. It's not. Yeah.
Is that high carb Hannah here? Where is she?
Not yet.
No. Mummy Tang, if somebody wanted to do a YouTube channel and start doing mukbangs, what advice would you give them?
Listen, that's my topic when I do the thing. So you guys have to wait. You guys have to come and see me.
What time? Where and when? Learning Kitchen? Cool. Are we allowed to get a little bit of information?
Okay.
Yeah. If somebody wanted to do a mukbang video, what advice would you give them?
The secret to mukbang is that you gotta eat it's good. I see people just kind of eating and talking. You gotta eat oh my god, this is so good.
Anybody got any questions for each other? Or any? Yeah. Oh hey.
Obviously, you guys all have channels based around veganism, and that's what you talk about. In real life, do you find yourself talking about veganism a lot, or not really that often?
Good question. They've all got vegan YouTube. In their spare time, do they talk about veganism?
It depends who you're around. When I'm around my vegan friends, let alone my vegan YouTuber friends, we talk about veganism so much. Which isn't a bad thing, because we love it. We love talking about food. We enjoy it. But on a regular basis, I talk about it briefly, because it's a huge part of my life, but not nearly as much as all the time in my whole YouTube channel.
Yeah, I would say on our channel we actually don't just talk about veganism. It's almost like when you happen to be vegan. But in real life, I would say like always the acting thing kind of comes up. So in one form or another, veganism kind of comes up. But yeah, I don't actively tell people you need to be like this. Just lead by example.
Sure. Angie?
Yeah, I mean, we spend a lot of time on social media as well, so we do end up talking about veganism a lot. But like, I also do a music show because music's kind of my first love, so I talk about music a lot. But when I meet people around Long Beach, we're just talking about whatever is going on in the world, and if I can mention something about veganism or some kind of great food that's in the area, I'll slip it in there. But I definitely don't walk up and start critiquing someone's meal.
Yep.
What are your guys' thoughts on the idea of the nonprofits that are trying to feed the hungry in the United States and the government subsidies that are forcing these kids to have milk and eggs and all of this that are built into their meals?
What do you think about government
You're talking about
subsidies?
Yeah, you're talking about like how.
I work with the NSLP program, and it standardizes the National School Lunch Program, and it standardizes that
Have to have dairy.
nonprofits that believe in plant-based are required in order to receive government funding to provide milk and at least a 3 servings of dairy.
So even if you are a vegan nonprofit trying to feed people according to the regulations, you still have to give them dairy to get the children dairy to get government funding. Yeah, the dairy industry is like a wing of the government at this point, which is really bad. Which we have to vote that out, But there is a nonprofit called the Well-Fed World that everybody should look into. That they're about feeding the world with plant-based stuff. Just wanted to plug them because they're awesome. But other than that, it's a matter of getting a divorce between corporations and government, because no matter what, and the Dairy Pride Act is coming up, where they don't want us to label almond milk anymore, and so it's hard. But yeah, we have we've got milk ads in schools. Part of these lunches include dairy. It's really dangerous, and they're taking. It's probably billions of dollars. I don't have the statistic off the top of my head, but it's just money buying it, and it's that's why it's in our USDA guidelines and stuff.
Any other questions? Yep.
Do you ever see the impact on your viewers, like if you're seeing them go vegan, like what kind of
Do you ever see the impact you have on your viewers? Do they go vegan a lot? How many people go vegan because of you?
Definitely.
I was going to say, yeah, that's why I love coming to these festivals and having meetups. It just amazes me. I'm humbled by how many people come up to me and share how they become vegan, how they turn their family to become vegan. So it's great to know our videos are actually helping people. They have a real impact.
Really quick. Oh, Hannah's coming. Come on.
Hannah's coming.
Yeah. I'll quickly answer that question. The first one for me was I had this guy who was on a ketogenic diet. He's had his bulletproof coffee every day. His cholesterol was 377. Basically the highest his doctor ever had. He kind of saw, not just my channel, but other channels too. He's like, I went vegan, and now my cholesterol is 150. And that guy was headed, welcome! That guy was headed for an early grave, but yeah.
Hannah, what have you been doing? Where have you been?
Hi, sorry. I was cooking corn chowder at the Learning Kitchen, and then everybody wanted selfies, so I was like, I gotta
Have you had many people come up to you today saying they've gone vegan because of you?
like over 100. It's like,
Wow.
I'm surprised. It's been like so amazing. You guys are incredible. Oh my god.
Any other questions? Yeah. Number one mistake for new vegans?
Not eating enough. I think that's such a big issue because naturally, like, vegan foods are less calorically dense. Less calorically dense. So you need to eat a lot more. And yeah, that's it.
I think a big mistake is people not being educated about what a healthy vegan diet is, because it's great that there's like vegan junk food and stuff, but if you're not eating properly, you're not gonna stay on the bandwagon, because you're gonna feel not good. So it's important to be doing it healthy and actually have the knowledge.
Don't go crazy, okay? Don't go crazy. Some people are like vegan, they just, everything's vegan. You can't, you gotta kind of break it slowly. It's okay if you make a mistake and just write it out kind of thing.
What would you say, Hannah?
Yeah.
Number one mistake?
I would say the same thing. Like, don't try and be like super, super perfect. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Just try and veganize like your favorite foods, because that's probably like the biggest thing that people need help with, is like finding the right foods to eat that are satisfying and that they like. And like if you look at anybody who eats like any diet, usually people eat the same 5 or 6 meals every week. So just find the meals that you like and stick to those, and then do the best you can.
Got a question for you, Hannah, that you missed. What is the most clickbait thing you have done?
Do I really have to answer? Yay! I did a video called Why I Don't Wear Underwear once.
Yeah! Why not?
I just think it's overrated, honestly.
Ow!
Any questions? Any more? Any more? Any more? Yeah.
Kids are notoriously picky eaters. How do you get your kids to eat?
How do you make your kids to eat? For me, I do, let's say for example, I'm eating a banana. They hate banana. I just eat banana in front of them. I'm just like, oh my god, this is so good. They'll be like, oh, what is that? It's like, oh, you don't have to like, it's okay. Actually, can I try it?
What's that?
I feel like
Do you want to come up? Yeah, come up, Sabrina.
Ow!
Sabrina Nelson.
My kids.
Woo.
My daughters.
Good job.
So I've raised 3 vegan kids, and it's not hard, guys. It's not. Kids will eat what you put in front of them. They're not going to say, no, I'm not going to eat that pasta. Give me a burger. You've never given them a burger. That's what they know. They eat what's familiar, and if that's, kids will eat hummus, tabbouleh, they'll eat Spanish rice, they will eat whatever you give them, and try to give it to them in a healthy way. And if you give them junky food, then their tastes will become accustomed to that. If you give them healthy food, then that's what they like. They don't want the other stuff. Right, girls? Yeah! Shout out to you!
Questions? Anybody? Yeah.
Questions for Klaus.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, go on, Sabrina, go on.
Just welcome to the
Stay
panel.
up here. Stay up here.
Sorry, guys. I mean to break up a little party here. If your doctor is telling you that, you go get another doctor.
Yeah.
When our pediatrician, when we were raising them vegan, the first thing we hear, what do you think? Where are they getting their protein from? And I said, from everything they eat. Okay, so when they were about old enough to leave, this is 10 years later, when the kids are older, and the pediatrician is a little older too, and he's looking at my kids sadly and saying, I don't see kids that look like this anymore. And he was praising me for the way I had raised them. Not giving them junk food, not giving them just a lot of crappy food that people think it's like their God-given right to give their kids crap. Oh, they're going to be deprived. No, you're depriving them of their good health if they don't get good food. That's the priority, is their good health. Get rid of the doctor.
Another question for you. Yep.
Question for your mom.
Sabrina. What's the question?
My question is you're saying that kids eat anything you put in front of them, well then how do you transition a child that's used to eating meat to vegan, like to vegan food?
They get used to it.
For example, you said, oh, can I have, I don't want that, I want a burger. Let's say that's how we raised them.
The answer is no.
Mom, do you have anything else? I mean, I think it is a process. You can't just say no.
Yes, you can.
But Sabrina, what if you didn't find out about veganism?
Yes, you can say no. You are the mom. You are the mom. It is your job to give your kid wholesome food. That's part of your job.
What about at school? If they're like going to school?
Can you say to the school? I'm sorry, guys.
What about if you went vegan when your children were like 10?
Grow a spine and do what's right
Yeah,
for your
right,
kid.
yeah. No
That's the
excuses.
message. You do what's right for your kid. What's right for your kid. It's not junk food. Look at children in school. Do they look healthy to you now? Do the parents, the older ones here, do you remember your classmates looking like the kids do now? That is the food. That is the food.
And those are parents who are not saying no and not being responsible for their children. The responsible thing to do is to give your kid healthy, wholesome food and not give into, can I have this? Well, if they start asking for whiskey, you're going to give them that? Heroin, and we're going to draw the line.
Yeah.
So no to the burger. Okay.
Yeah.
They can try veggie burgers. Give them that. Transition them into something else. So say no to crappy food. All right.
Woo!
Mommy Tang, do you cook separately from your husband?
For me, honestly, it was really hard for me because Asian, well, you know, he came from a family where meat was breakfast, lunch, dinner. And when I met him, I cooked all these amazing meals, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going vegan. I was thinking I'm going raw vegan. And he was like, what, you know? But what we do in our family now is he gives me freedom to do what I need to do with my kids, and I give him freedom to do what he wants to do with the kids. So we don't fight because I don't, I'm going to talk about this later also, but you know, let's say you are vegan and then you use veganism to say, you know, I'm going to divorce you or some sort because this is just me. Some of you might have done it, loved it, you know, yay. I just couldn't do it. You know, I love my husband, I just couldn't, you know, trade that in. So what I did was basically just wait, you know, just endure, just love him and educate him along the way. And there's a lot of stuff that you could cook for your husband that he loves, and slowly, I mean, I'm doing stuff like this, and you know, he's like, yeah, vegan, you know, so just a little by little, even with your kids, you know. So I do.
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear it.
No, what was it?
What was the question?
What's been the hardest recipe that's vegan now that you're trying to recreate?
Hardest recipe that mimics a meat-based dish? Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can make everything that I like vegan, honestly. The only thing that I couldn't make would be a rotisserie, vegan chicken, but they actually have the whole food that I wanted to eat. It was kind of creepy, honestly. But seriously, you can make anything vegan, anything. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, at the back. Huh? Oh, going vegan. Yeah.
Ow!
Hey, what do you guys think of Patreon? Nina.
I don't have one.
You don't have one.
I think that if you're using Patreon and you're giving extra content, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
I don't think it's cool when you do call out, videos where you're, making money off of somebody else's fan base, and then you're like, oh, pay me to do this. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, people forget that YouTubing is a job, and we put a lot of time into it, and equipment and stuff. I don't have a Patreon, but I understand it when someone is supporting themselves off of YouTube as a living. So it depends how they're using it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
I think there's other places you could donate your money to.
Well, I think it just depends on how the person uses it. It's a case by case thing.
I met one of our patrons today, and she came out here to see us, and I talked to her about it. I was like, I've been thinking, I started the Patreon account actually back when I wanted to move my podcast. I was going to try to get it back into an RSS feed and yada yada, but it was just lingering, and then finally we branded it Happy Healthy Vegan, and we just kind of passively had it there. And I was like, oh, Ryan, we should just shut it down. There's all these weird people trying to hate on, vegan YouTubers that have Patreon accounts, and I don't want to make us vulnerable to attack. But he's like, no, I mean, the people that are on there, they're on there because they want to be. We haven't forced anyone. And, we're not doing anything wrong. It's just available if someone for some reason wants to do it, we'll let them do it. So, yeah, exactly. And honestly, the way it works out is that people just end up getting the ebook or a T-shirt or CDs or anything that they could have bought it outright. But so I talked to a patron today, and I told her what my concerns were, and she's like, yeah, you didn't force me to do this. In fact, you guys never even talk about it on the show anymore. I just want to do it. So I really want to thank you. if you happen to be a silent patron like her, because it's just really cool of you guys to do that. But yeah, I don't rely on it.
If you're giving other things back, then that makes sense. Like, yeah, you're doing something, like they should be paying, so it's okay.
I mean, my view is like to tell somebody to turn their Patreon off is like telling them to turn their ad revenue off, in a sense. I mean, like somebody like Bite Size Vegan, she doesn't get a lot of views because she's just going straight to, facts and facts. She's not like, I mean, I guess I was going to say she isn't flaunting her body or anything, but she is ripped and sometimes she shows how ripped she is. But, that is how she's able to do what she does, how she's able to travel the country and talk about veganism and the myths about B12 and stuff like that. So, no, people were talking about defunding her Patreon, and I thought that was absolutely unacceptable, and that's no way should anybody try and pressure people to not do Patreon. And then be fine with ads, no.
But is what she's doing effective? Like, is the money, does she really need $70K a year for what she's doing?
$70K a year is not that much. I mean, for somebody who's traveling around and talking about veganism all the time.
Is what she's doing really worth $70,000?
Yes.
Yes. What do you think?
Yes.
70K
She
for
makes
a
like 50, 60.
It's debatable. What was your question?
A lot of people lately that I've been around have said that they're fading away from the word vegan and using plant-based. What are your thoughts on that?
Plant-based versus vegan.
I think it's an ego thing. Like, a lot of vegans like to tell other vegans, you're not actually vegan, you're plant-based. So it's like, I think it's like a certain type of vegan that is actually drawing other vegans to call themselves plant-based. And call yourself what you want. You're vegan.
You did a video.
Sorry, I have one more thing to say. About Bite Size Vegan's Patreon. I think if you're getting mad about a vegan activist getting money, you got to think about where other money is going. Animals getting slaughtered and stuff like that, and just we got to be more mad about the things that actually hurt people.
Mike, what do you think about the plant-based term? You did a video.
I did a video called Vegan versus Plant-Based, and to me, you're always interfacing with people that aren't vegan when you're vegan is like an art form. You need to read people, and if there's somebody who, when you say the word vegan, they're going to be triggered. It's you might as well just say I'm plant-based. I eat a plant-based diet. That's my view, at least.
Got 10 minutes left. Has anybody got any other questions? Yeah. Oh, you've had one. Go on. Maybe later. How long does it take to prepare a video?
Definitely depends on the video. Like if it's just like a talking video, if I don't have to prepare anything, it can be pretty quick. It takes me maybe like an hour to set up film and maybe a few hours to edit and stuff. But if I'm doing like, I don't know if you guys watch me, like a veganized, where I have to like get a bunch of... If I have to like go get the food, I need to research, I need to eat it, I need to set up, I need to clean, I need to do everything. Yeah. Thank you. And then editing, like I really have fun with the editing, so it takes me like hours on end, which I love. Like I love it, but it's very time consuming. Yeah.
Guys, there's a huge drop back here, so. At the front.
What do you think about the YouTubers who were past vegans that are now meat eaters?
Ooh, what do you think of the Nikocado kind of people that were vegan and they've gone back to meat? Who's done a video on Nikocado? They have. Ryan.
Yeah, that's a sensitive topic. And people are saying, I'd let Ryan talk because I did a video about Nikocado, and I wasn't a video calling him out. If you saw it, he made a video requesting help. He repeated it several times, so I just gave him the best advice that I'd give anyone in that situation. But yeah, I don't think we should hate on people that fall off or change, but just try to give them the best advice you can.
Is there any situation where you can hate?
No.
Is that a political answer or an honest answer?
No, I mean, you guys know we're not all about hate. Our channel's about being
criticism,
putting out a positive vibe out there and putting information out there that people can learn from every video. So if you're putting out hate, where's the education in that? Where's the activism and outreach in hate?
Listen, I think he'll come back. Don't worry, we'll wait for him. Don't worry, he'll come back. He'll come back. Yeah?
Yes.
He'll come back to veganism now?
Yeah.
Come back to his
yeah, on the left. No, there's a yay and a vegan t-shirt. Oh, everyone's wearing vegan t-shirts.
What were your feelings when you uploaded like your very first
What does it feel like to feel that sense of momentum when your channel's taking off?
I think in the beginning when we started uploading, I wasn't nervous at all. I didn't even think twice about it. But now, like, since there is an audience, I like get nervous before I post something. I'm like, oh, I hope people like this. So I think in the beginning it's like golden. You don't have to worry about really posting.
I was scared shitless all the time. Like from the beginning, I still am scared. But like I was saying, I think being scared is good because you're doing something challenging and it's worth it. Like even if I'm scared, I'm still hella excited. I'm really happy about it. So it's scary. I mean, you're freaking putting stuff online, but it's awesome. It's worth it.
Do you guys have that thing when you do a controversial video and you watch it back about 100 times?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which video?
Oh, God.
Too many.
Not too many. Just I've had a few videos and like I'll sit on the computer and just like refresh.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, don't do that. Oh yeah.
Any other questions? We've got about 5 minutes left.
Actually, we can go an extra few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's just go till almost 3. Because
Okay,
Hannah just got me.
Yeah, on the left in the blue. For Hannah. Do you ever get the feeling of wanting to binge?
I don't, because I don't restrict my food. So like when I used to obviously like try really hard to diet and like restrict my food intake and not eat until I was satisfied, like I would binge all the time. It's like, I don't even call it binging, I call it reactive eating, because you just can't starve yourself and think like something good is gonna come of it. So you can eat, an abundance of full plant-based foods and feel amazing and lose weight really, really easily, because the thing is, like, people think that a while ago, like, people were saying that, like, plant foods are, like, magical calories and, like, you can't gain weight on them and yada, yada, yada. We obviously know that that is not true, but the reason that a whole foods plant-based diet is the best for weight loss is because you're eating foods that are the lowest on the calorie density scale, and they're the most filling, and they're the most nutrient dense, so you're getting everything that your body wants all in, like, one package, and you can eat as much as you want, and it's just the most amazing thing in the world.
You have a question? What was your question?
I was just gonna ask, what are some of your guys' favorite vegan YouTubers?
Favorite vegan YouTubers?
Like Carpana. Oh. Nina and Randa.
Literally, I have all the vegan YouTubers here. I watch all my friends. It's really fun.
I really like the smaller YouTubers. Like, I love finding, like, small YouTubers that have just started and have, like, a small following, because they're so jacked. Like, I just love it. So, like, some of the people that I've been watching lately are, like, Maddie Limburger and Stella the Light, and just people like that are just getting started, because it's hard. Like, it's hard to get started on YouTube. So if you can support, like, anyone, I love seeing more people get on YouTube, because the more people on YouTube, the more people that are gonna go vegan.
Yeah, small channels are awesome. I just want to say those annoying vegans are awesome. They're right there. They have a newer channel and they're great. You should check them out. But starting new YouTubers starting a channel, raise your hand if you've like thought about starting a channel and just haven't done it. You're afraid of that first video or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, something 20 something. Yeah, I think because I didn't really answer that question about starting a channel. It's that you have to understand that there are like millions of videos constantly being uploaded, and you're basically their first few videos are going to be into a void, and you have to be willing to just do it just because you like doing it. And that's I had like 10 views on my first 20 videos. So.
Has anybody here ever felt like pressure to give somebody a shout out? Is any like do a lot of people say, "Oh, Nina Randa, please give me a shout out," and how does that feel?
Actually, there has been people that we don't really know that well that have asked for shout-outs, and I just kind of feel uncomfortable by that. But like if it's like a friend that asks me, then I definitely don't mind, or yeah, I think that's totally fine. But if it's someone I don't know and I'm not friends with, then I feel weird about it.
How important are collaborations? Who
I'd
collaborates
say they're
here?
fun.
Yeah. We all do.
They're super fun.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they can be really great. Like that time that we punked you on April 1st. We made the fake plant-based news, with saying that Jamie Oliver went vegan, Dr. Gregory was going to be on the doctors. Like we went off, and so many people believed that. But I've collaborated with a lot of people, and they don't always get with Mike. They don't always necessarily get the most views, but like you were saying earlier about smaller vegan YouTube channels, I like to do that too. If we find some, like I found Mike was on the smaller side, and we just started talking about it on our channel, and then he came to California, we had him on the channel, and now it's like people are like, Mike the Vegan's gonna be at vegfest, awesome! I love that. And that's happened a lot with smaller YouTubers. If I give shout outs organically, if I'm really into someone, I just want to share the love. But if someone just comes at me and keeps dinging me over and over again, give me a shout out, it's like that's not organic. It has to be in the flow of my life, because that's my whole show is about the flow of my life. So if I'm interested in something, it might be on the channel.
But I actually think ultimately it's a matter of building it up yourself, because people are subscribing because they want to see you. I think collaborations are an opportunity to try something new, and that's why they're good. But ultimately, in terms of like building up people, you can do it on your own.
Yeah, and I will say, just back to that, what she was saying, is that was where I was like 20 views per video for a week, and then they shouted me out and like made me actually get a few more views, and I exist because of them.
What is the meanest comment you've had on a YouTube video? I guess you won't really be able to remember, but has anybody got any mean comments they want to share?
I remember.
Yeah, go on,
This is
Cammy.
like the meanest comment anyone could say to someone. So like I'm saying this, never say this to anyone.